This is the 2022 range from German producer Knaus, and well, I say German because it's also made in Hungary as well. And before I do anything else, please remember this is a live broadcast. Please do not write up anything which may be rude or in any way naughty, including slander or anything of that nature, because I'll have to take it down immediately. And seeing as I've now learned how to do it, I will do it. Next thing is, I need to point out, as always, that this is for entertainment purposes only. I accept no responsibility if anybody sees any product in this video. They buy it, it breaks down, not my fault. You need to check the seriousness of any company shown on any video, which I do, and the reputation of the company. If they buy something after seeing it here, it falls to bits after you drive it out and then nobody assists you, do not blame me. So having said all that, let's turn the thing around and start off with this walk around the Knaus Hall. Indeed, I'm going to start off not so much by showing you some vans. I'm going to show you where this hall is located. This hall is brand new, and you can compare it to other halls here. You might see which may be 40 or so years old, but oh, I'm going to walk away from there. I don't recommend people buy Knaus, so I'll walk away from the ladies on the stage, not to put people off. There's the main, sorry, that's one of the entrances there. So as soon as people come in, they've got the they come into this hall, which is recently built, and so it was open for the first time last year. That is to say, 2020, the COVID year, and I bet that Knaus got this for nothing on the first year. I certainly would have done that myself. I would have said something like, "Yeah, I'll attend the trade fair, but I want the trade fair Messe Dusseldorf to give me something in return." And I would have said, "Yeah, I'll take that hall, but we want it for nothing this year, and we'll see how it goes." Anyway, now I think we're back to normal. People will be paying for things, and oh, thank you for making it to another live stream. Anyway, so as far as Knaus is concerned, well, I think I said what I needed to say at the beginning of the video. I'm in their hall at the moment, and I would see it as being a bit not right if I were to answer that question directly. Sorry, not for answering a question. I do like to answer questions. Anyway, so as soon as you come in here, on your left, that's our right now, you've got Vantura. Why are Vantura here? Vantura vans are made by Knaus in their factory in Hungary. Vantura is based in Koblenz, but that's where the marketing office is, and that's where they do their accounts or something like that. Right, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you for a little walk around. They've got this lady up on the stage doing some talk or something, and it's not the only, there's a variety of entertainment here, and etc. Now, I've got a good question here. Have I done any research, observation, aerodynamics, and fuel efficiency on motorhomes? Personally, I haven't, because I'm not into physics, but I do talk to people who do things on efficiency and aerodynamics, and that's a really good question. And I'm going to answer this now because I got an answer from this yesterday. I was talking to Alco, and they told me this: that Alco is trying to develop a low chassis. So what we're trying to do is do things on a higher chassis, and now suddenly we now found out, thanks to research, that things have to be lower again. And so what they've learned is that for every 8 centimeters in height, it affects the fuel efficiency by 0.5 litres per 100 kilometers for a 7-meter vehicle, the average one. So if you then bring it down by 8 centimeters, let's say for argument's sake, you'll increase the fuel efficiency by about 5%. I burn less than 10. Right, now in the summer, I burn around 9 kilometers per 100 approximately, and in the winter it's about 10.5, maybe even 11, depends how I'm driving. But as a general rule, that's how it works with me. I don't know how much that is in miles per gallon, so I've started using that way. So, but anyway, you've got the figure, which is important, which is 5%. 5% per 8 centimeters. Now, I'm always, in my videos, I'm talking about making vans higher and higher. Well, now we know what the cost of it is. And actually, as I walk around here now, I might even be able to show you some sort of high roof vans, and so you can get the general idea of what that means. That actually is a very good question. Of course, I mean, if you are buying a van hoping to get something which is fuel efficient, you know, it's the fuel cost. Let's take this vehicle here as an example, and I'll show you how much it costs. And there's the price. This costs 93,000 euros. 93,000 euros. Right. Let's say at current prices, for argument's sake, what's fuel? Let's say it's 1.25. No, it's not small. Let's say it's €1.50. It's not that much, but that'll do because it keep the figures easy. If you're going to €1.50, and that'll take you by a litre, and that'll take you 10 kilometres. Let's supposing you do 10,000 kilometres in a year, so that's 1,000 litres of fuel. It's absolutely nothing compared to the overall price of the motorhome. That's going to take ages and ages to actually use that up, and I use that as, I mean, the insurance costs are far more. I mean, there's other things you can do. Bear in mind, make sure the tires have the right amount of pressure in them, and that will account for far better fuel economy than anything else I can actually think about. You know, making sure things like the diesel, the oil is changed regularly. So there are simple things that we can do to actually make sure that the fuel economy of a van. I could have taken you in this van. Well, let's see if I can get in this van. I'm racing through. I was rabbiting on. I could have been inside. Look, I've made it inside. This could be the only van you actually see in this live broadcast. So may as well show you around. Well, I mean, hello, Jamie. Sorry, I was rabbiting on a bit. It's been over, so it's only 25 years since I did aerodynamics, but the lack of efficiency due to height isn't so much of an issue at slower speeds. Also, modern paints and coatings may help, I believe. Yeah, well, yeah, it could well be. I'm sorry, this is outside my knowledge of. So I can't really comment on it. If I take this van as an example, you can see it is quite a high van from where I'm standing. You know, I can't touch the roof. You know, I can't touch the roof, but yeah, this really is. It's got a great amount of clearance. I mean, that's something which I personally appreciate. And also, if we look down here as well, it looks a bit cluttered because the television's up. But if I come down here, and you can see we've got the bed here, it's stuck up here. But if I turn the camera around now, there you go, there's me. And you can see, look, still, despite the fact that the bed is not, it's there, which I'm dead against beds here anyway. But it's not too bad. But now let's see the next thing I'm going to show you. Turn the camera back down there. Look, it's got a step up here. Now, it's a 93,000 euro van. You don't expect to have steps inside. I would expect a double floor all the way back. So in one case, I do appreciate the amount of headroom that it's got. I really appreciate that. Now, if I stand on the step here now, I'll show you what the score is now. You see? I'm not standing on tippy toes or anything like that. That is it. There you go. So that I've even got my head a little bit, my body's a little bit crunched, but not a lot, a little bit. But so that's about 1.75 m in height, which, in my opinion, for a 93,000 euro van, is not a good thing. There you are. But there's the television. Oh, and I'll show you in the bathroom as well. If there's no queue outside, then I can do that. Now, about speed efficiency and paint and coatings, I mean, yeah, it could have some effect. I don't know. It's a bit. I might try and find out. But if anybody knows anything, I mean, do write it down. Sort of tell others about it and all the rest of it. Because you know, it's a. I can't I can't know everything. And anyway, let's go to this van here, and maybe we'll see some. I may have to suddenly throw myself into a van and then make comment on it. Now, I mentioned earlier, my earlier broadcast, about this experience I had. I was out filming this morning when nobody was in the hall at all, and somebody came in from the stand and started shouting abuse at me. And anyway, so he seemed to think I could come here at this time and sorry, this gentleman there thought I was talking to him, and sort of film when there's all the people around. Anyway, so I got another good comment. Oh, sorry, oh, no. Lost it. And the truck campers are an issue because the base is so much higher. Interesting, some of the whole top half extends upwards. Yeah. Good point. Unable to say anything about it, but a good point. So, if I walk down here, you see one thing, that the vans are quite spaced apart as well. Here we'll get into this one here. Now this one here, it's a 72,000 euro van. You don't get this horrible carpet, by the way, or you could, I suppose, give it to you if you asked for it. This is just to protect the floor. So we come to the back, German layout. Got this. I like this quite. I like this way this sort of curves around. That looks quite elegant. This bit here should come up. Yes, it does. Get into the wardrobe there, for example. That's quite nice. Toilet with a false wall comes out. I think the lighting's quite good as well. That comes out there. And not only that, you don't even have to put the whole thing out to use the shower, which is another thing I appreciate. So that's okay. But what I don't like, step there, step the back. Not a good idea. I think you should want a flat floor. Steps are a sign of a cheap van, and not one that costs a lot of money, such as 72,000 euros. And right, so it's got a 10-year water ingress guarantee or something. I'm sure there's another, like, yeah, I like the false wall as well. I wouldn't say it was innovative any longer. I mean, at my van had a false wall as well, and the Hymer van was 14 years ago. Anyway, they do some of these integrated vans, Live Eye, which I mean, it looks quite good on the outside. The problem, I think, is in the inside. 92,000 or 91,176, and we won't be going in there. Here's another one. I did actually manage to film one of these earlier. This one's even more expensive, and the price of this is 111. Oh, hang on, 111,111. There we go. 6 ones, but it's on a tag axle, and they also spell live like that, which is a bit daft if you ask me. And anyway, let's see. I think we can get in this van here. We can't get in this van here, sorry. Can't go in if there's anybody in. And right, so that's a camper van. So I keep the camper vans back for another live broadcast on Knaus. I did a video, actually, separate video, walked around, and so we see the underboard, the underfloor, the undercarriage is made from fiberglass. And oh, can we get in here? Can I race ahead? This costs 166,000 euros, and we're not getting in. Doesn't matter, I filmed that one in a separate video. There we queues of people trying to get into motorhomes. Now, unfortunately, this is because of the COVID restrictions, and let's face it, it's better to have restrictions and not be able to get in than have COVID. That's the way I look at it. Anyway, I sort of giving you sort of a quick walk around there, 15-minute walk around. and that will be the last live broadcast for today. And tomorrow, if you want to get some requests in, if I don't get any requests now, I'll decide, and I'm going to decide it's going to be Frankia, and I'll do that at 12 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock in the UK, and whatever time that is in other places. I don't want to start working it out as I'm walking around. Van Station, it's a good name. Adria, you want Adria? Didn't I do Adria the other day? I thought I did Adria. No, so I'm pretty certain I did Adria, didn't I? I've forgotten what I've done. I might have done Adria. I cannot recall. Okay, I'll go and do Adria again. In that case, I might have missed something out. I mean, I did walk around. I did a video for Adria by myself, I recall. That's by myself. Let's say not doing it live. It'll be published later. I'll be doing Bad Kissingen. Yes, I will be at Bad Kissingen. I will be at Bad Kissingen. It's the third weekend of October. It'll be the Thursday and Friday before then as well. I can't remember the exact dates off the top of my head. I will be at Bad Kissingen. I hope the weather holds out, because I mean, let's face it, third weekend in October in Germany. That doesn't sound too good. I'll turn the thing back on me. So you're probably wondering about what I look like, and if they sort of kick me out of here, which, given my opinion of this company, I wouldn't blame them, and so that'd be understood. Right, so tomorrow at 12 o'clock, I'm going to do Adria, and I'm going to be at Bad Kissingen. That's the news from here, from Dusseldorf. Thanks for watching, and this evening I've got 21:15 my time, an hour earlier in the UK. There is a video on Ford at Caravan Salon. Ford is the base vehicle. Like 2 days ago I did Mercedes, so it's Ford tonight and at 21:15. Thanks for watching. Fortunately, I won't be at the premiere because I can't, because I'm trying to do other things, but please talk amongst yourselves. Thanks, all the best. Thanks, Captain. Thanks, Neo Felon. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, bye. Bye.